Om Namo Narayanaaya. 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 Wonderful, respected friends, welcome you all. Salutations to the divinity in you. Salutations to the great sadhakas, shrotas in you. Keep it up. Congratulations. Let's pray together to the Lord to keep us on this path relentlessly. Let us ourselves also take the stronger sankalpas to put all the due efforts with wisdom, with awareness, so that we are enjoying doing what we are supposed to do. And obviously, we'll definitely cherish what the beautiful result that has to come. Shwethashwathara Upanishad Adhyanam, we are doing fourth chapter. Paramarthika Tattva Swarupa told to us, and then we are told to realize it so that from all the shoka, dukkha, we are freed from. Then in the 12th mantra, we will see today, for this to continuously do, what we need is a buddhi which is full of alertness, full of information, full of inspiration, full of abilities to fight out all obstructions. So for that, Shubha Buddhi, Divya Buddhi, to that same Ishvara, the prarthana is extended to bless us with that Buddhi. That mantra has come in our earlier third chapter also. So then again further guidances, directions are given to continue this path spiritual. Let's enjoy them. Before that, our Vedic chanting, our common sense thought, our Mangalacharana shloka and sankalpa, and our Upanishad mantra ucharana, as well as our study of the Upanishad with Bhagwan Shri Adi Shankara's guidance through Bhashyam. Rigveda chanting going on. We are into the Ashtama Mandalam 75, 76, 77, 78. And these four Anuvakas, around 40 mantras are there. Let us chant for some 7-8 minutes. ॐ अथ वेदपारायणम् ऋग्वेदः अष्टममण्डलम् अथ पञ्चसप्ततितमानुवाकादारभ्य ॐ युक्ष्वाहि देवहूतमागम् अश्वागम् अग्नेरथिरिव निहोता पूर्व्यः सदः उत नो देवा अच्छावोचो विदुष्टरः श्रद्विश्वा वार्याकृधि त्वं हयद्यविष्ट्यसहस सूनवाहुत ऋतावा यज्ञियो भुवः अयमग्निः सहस्रिणो वाजस्य शतिनस्पतिः मूर्धा कवीरयीणां तं नेमिं रुभवो यथा नमस्व सहूतिभिः निराविद् ॐ नमो नारायणाय ॐ नमो नारायणाय ॐ नमो नारायणाय ॐ नमो नारायणाय Om Namo Narayana. Om Namo Narayana. Sorry, friends. Again, I was not aware. Om Namo Narayana. 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 71. Om Namo Narayana. Om Namo Narayana. Om Namo Narayana. Om Namo Narayana. Sorry, friends. Om Namo Narayana. From where it disconnected, I don't know. Somebody can type it. Anyway. Sorry. Om tam nemim rubavo yatha namasvanahotivihi nediyo रूपनित्यया कृष्णे चोदस्व सुष्ठुतिं कमुष्विदस्य सेनयाग्नेरवाकचक्षसः फणिङ्गोषोस्तरामहे मानो देवानां विशः प्रस्नातिरिवोस्राः कृशन्नः अनुरज्ञाः मानः समस्य दूढ्यः परिद्वेषसो हंहदिः ऊर्मिर्ननावमावधेद नमस्ते अग्न ओजसे गृणन्ति देव कृष्टयः अमैरमित्रमर्दया कुवित्सु नो गविष्टयेऽग्ने संवेशिशोरयिम् उरुक्रु मानो अस्मिन्महाधवे परावर्भारभृद्यथा संवर्गं संरयिञ्जय अन्यमस्मद्भिया इयमग्नेसि शक्तु दुच्छुना वर्धानो अमवच्छवः यस्याजुषन्नमस्विन शमीम दुर्मखस्य वा तं खेदग्निर्वृधावदे परस्या अधिसंवतो वराः अभ्यातरा यत्राहमस्मिता अव विद्माहि ते पुरा वयमग्ने पितुर्यथावसः कदा ते सुम्नमीमहे 76 इमं नु मायिनं हुव इन्द्रमीशानमोजसा मरुत्वन्तं न वृञ्जसे अयमिन्द्रो मरुत्सखा विवृत्रस्याभिनत् शिरः वज्रेण शतपर्वणा वावृधानो मरुत्सखेन्द्रो विवृत्रमैरयद् कुजन् समुद्र्या अवः अयं हयेन वा इदं स्वर्मरुत् त्वदाजितम् इन्द्रेण सोमपीतये मरुत्वन्तं मृदेशिणमोजस्वन्तं विरश्मिनम् इन्द्रं गीर्भिर्हवामहे इन्द्रं प्रत्नेन मन्मना मरुत्वन्तं हवामहे अस्य सोमस्य पीतये मरुत्वागम् इन्द्रमीढ्वः पिबा सोमं शतक्रतो अस्मिन् यज्ञे पुरुष्टुत तुभ्येदिन्द्रमरुत्वते सुताः सोमासो अद्रिवः हृदा हूयन्त उक्तिनः पिबेदिन्द्रमरुत्सखा सुतं सोमं दिविष्टिषु वज्रं शिशान ओजसा उत्तिष्ठन्नोजसा सह पीत्वे शिप्रे अवेपयः सोममिन्द्रचमो सुतम् अनुत्वारोदसी उभे क्रक्षमाणमकृपेताम् इन्द्रयद्दस्युहाभवः वाचमष्टापदीमहं नवस्रक्तिमृतस्पृशौ इन्द्रात् परितन्वं ममे ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. Okay. Right. Today's common sense thought, friends, is first and foremost, remember we are Adhyatmika sadhakas. When should we remember it? Just 24 hours per day. And as an Adhyatmika sadhaka, our Lakshya is only one, no second. That is Sarvotkrishta Sarvadhisthana Paramatmanaha Anubhuti. It is most important because to all our questions, why we are getting distracted, why we are getting delayed, why we are getting frustrated, why we are getting lost in the unwanted things, why we are not able to know and do exactly what we are supposed to do. To all these questions, only one answer is that we are forgetting our mukhya lakshya. It's the forgetfulness of the main lakshya makes us feel in a fraction of moment something else as the lakshya, and entire our resources get diverted towards that. Like in any governmental system also, a new government is formed. So if their lakshya is suddenly, let us say, cultivation, farming, that government, till that inspiration remains, it focuses all its resources only for that. है ना, the human resources, the budgeting, सारा उनका मन उसी पे रहता. Suddenly, if the lakshya changes to the industrial development, all resources that government tries to direct towards that. Again, if it is the defense system, so then they focus on that. Same way, in a fraction of moment, from the moksha paramatma, the lakshya, suddenly something else becomes lakshya to us when we are not aware, when we are not loving our lakshya, when we are forgetful about it. The moment something else lakshya happens, already we are habituated to all those activities, vasanas, tendencies. Therefore, like the duck takes to waters, easily our all faculties get diverted towards them. Therefore, if you ask what is the most important first thing to be done is to remember that our Lakshya is Paramatma and no other thing. Okay, that should keep on happening in the background. The study of our Upanishads should lead us to that level. Has it happened? Let us see. Anna, anyone, even for the worldly person also, whatever goal he has, only when he remembers it all the time that he starts becoming single pointed. If not, he becomes erratic in doing everything unwanted. Sometimes he ends up in doing nothing also, or indulging in the world also, or doing the wrong things also. And each of them have their terrible consequences for that person. For you and I also, forget the goal, main, keep something as goal and work towards it. We will get the consequences. They are nothing but samsaric consequences. So remember that Paramarthika Lakshya always is the thing we have to see, we have to achieve. That's great. Now, the example of Nachiketa is what? He has gone even to Yamaloka, but he has not forgotten his goal. In other words, to achieve his goal, he is ready to go to any place and to anybody, including Yamaloka and even to Yamaraj. And to the height of it, if you want to think, the one who gives mrityu to all, from him he got the Amrita Vidya. That much was his intensity of that wanting to reach to the goal. मृत्यु देने वाले यमराज से अमृतत्व को पाया. They imagine the power of the desire to reach to that goal by that boy. He gave up Prithvi, all the Prithvi Sukhabhoga. He gave up the father, mother, whatever are there, friends, relatives. He gave a body only. That's the meaning of going to the Mrityu. Then there, 3 days, no bhojanam, no nidra, no jalapanam, no entertainments, no interaction with anyone. So many people were there. Only one thought. My father has sent me to Yama Murtyavetva Dadami. So let me meet Mrityu first. See that single pointedness. When the meeting happened, the Mrityu offered the boons, two obligations cleared quickly because the three boons were given. एक ही दिया होता तो he would have asked only for moksha. Three are given, therefore one he cleared for the father obligation, second for the social obligation, now the third immediately for the ultimate. So from all those stories, we have to catch the main point that they are adamant about their goal. That led for them to remember the goal all the time. Right? Then, as regards the sadhanas, we have hundreds of times heard it is always to be aware about. है ना? About, with all conscious alertness, we have to be aware about. Without tensions, without excitements, knowing our abilities, knowing our limitations, and to whatever extent we are able to do, we do, and put it in front of the Lord. Like in any school, whatever the ability the student has, to that extent he will answer, and it puts in front of the teacher. The teacher sees it and understands at what level the student has evolved to. Then the next level of teaching, the guru teaches. You understand? In the traditional Gurukula system, it's not like today that whether the student has learnt or not, we will complete our syllabus. ये तो अलग तरह का सिस्टम है ना? Students are not at all taken into confidence. नहीं नहीं, वैसा नहीं होता था. Actual education में every student is taken into confidence. He is taught. Then he is asked as to how much he has learnt, assessing it. Then the next level is taught. In the same way, we do what is best in our hands. Put it in front of the Lord, the Guru. Oh Lord, these are the abilities you gave me today. So I have done that. Putting in front of you. Please see to it. Again, I surrender to you only. You give me the further higher abilities to do the higher and greater sadhanas. So, in this way, not getting frustrated about what we are not able to do, but focusing on what we are able to do. It may be a small little sadhana also that day. One day a lot we can do, another day little bit hota hai. Even though our focus and attention is to do better, to do better, to do better, yet still our abilities may not permit. That day's mood may not permit. There are 100 reasons, no, till we master everything. So at that level, जो हमसे हो पा रहा है, we do. Remaining, O Lord, empower me, bless me, guide me. In that way, we should be in that relaxed mode at the same time, alert mode at same time, with full of that inspiration, what is in our hands, we should enjoy doing it. Right? Second point. First is goal, second is this. Third one is what? Again and again remember the sadhanas means always these only. Bahirmukha to the antarmukha. Anatma to the atma. Adhyaropita to the adhishtan. Then the stula, from the stula to the sukshma. This is called as sadhana. Always remember. So in this case, if this is a sadhana, then what we have to do is be aware. Be aware that at what level of my stulata or sukshmata I am there at this moment. Become aware. Then is remaining at this stula level right now required? Compulsory? Yes, yes. Then do whatever to be done by being at that stula level. Then aim at jumping into the next level, the sukshma level. Stay there. Fulfill the things that are to be done. Then can I go to the next level of further sukshma? In that way, we have to shift our attention, our being from being at the stula level to the sukshma level. An example is take about the panchakosha. Easy, no? Because we talk about it very frequently. That's a very good way of doing the sadhana, enjoying. So try to become ki at what level I am living. Nothing wrong, nothing bad. Wherever we are, there we are. What to do? So अभी मैं अन्नमय कोश level में हूँ. So how much it is required for me to be the annamaya level? Be there because it is necessary. You have to interact with the people. You have to do the works outside. ये सारे अन्नमय level के जीवन है. So try to become aware of the prana level and use all the wisdom already gained. You know what is wisdom already gained is that is the pranamaya which supports the annamaya. Annamaya is not pranamaya is the atma of the annamaya. ये सब हमने पढ़ा ना. Use that wisdom and try to become aware more of pranamaya level and stay there. And if it is required, come to annamaya level, do the works. है ना जरूरत पड़ती देर नथिंग रॉन्ग some obligations are there some duties are there attend karo but know that we have to rise from the annamaya to the prana therefore try to use all the knowledge that's gained and shift attention to the prana level so aham pranamaya asmi aham pranam try to stay in that as much as possible required go to the annamaya again come back this is all. Thereafter, again, in one day, on one sitting of meditation, or after a few months or years, whatever is possible to you, try to go to the next level. Let us add the in between one more level also, called as the Indriya level. And from the prana to the Indriya level come. Stay at the Indriya level consciously. So now I am at the Indriya level. Then also, with the Indriyas, one can indulge in the bhoga, one can do the yoga. तो मैं इंद्रिय लेवल में हूँ इंद्रिय भोग मांग रहे हैं बट दैट samsara that's destructive that's not my goal so slowly steadily like a child like a notorious or naughty person is solely trained and tamed let me train and tame my indriyas to be focused on the yoga rather than the bhoga. This is sadhana at this level. Though our goal is Paramatma. पहुंचेंगे वहीं बट फिलहाल तो इधर है ना सडनली यू कैनॉट जंप नो सो दिस इज हाउ वन बाय वन थिंग गिविंग इट्स ड्यू टाइम वी हैव टू कॉन्कर putting the due efforts so ensure that most of the time I'm at the Indriya level and using Indriyas for divine purpose for the yoga. Beautiful, you know. So my mouth is chanting Lord's name, my eyes are looking at the Lord's form, or whatever the eyes are looking at, that's taken as the divinity only. Isn't it? Even the tongue also taking prasada only, having offered to the Lord whatever. So, Indriya level life, focusing, using the Indriyas for the divine. Isn't it? And if required, go back to the Annamaya level again, do the works that are required. Nothing wrong because that is a duty. How much we are aware at what Upadhi level we are, then how to shift to the next level. What is the meaning of shifting to the next level and trying to stay there as much as possible? Think. Then a day should come wherein from the Anna Prana Indriya we should start becoming aware about the Mano level of Jivana, where we are aware about our thoughts, aware about our emotions, aware about our projections. They are also again worldly samsaric possibility, divine possibility. So, left to themselves because of various reasons, the mind and its thoughts and emotions will be regarding the people, regarding the things, the likes towards them, the dislikes towards them, the commenting towards them, the hatreds. ये सारा खचरा तो होता ही रहता है ना. धीरे धीरे that diseased level of the mind should be freed and it should be brought into again yoga state. Instead of samsara, mana also used for the yoga. In that again, the thoughts are about the divine, nirguna or saguna. Isn't it? Feelings for the divine. Thanks to that Lord. Remembering His glory, greatness. Like, see the yesterday's total Ramayana class. Why yesterday, last 10 days? Every day in that Kagavasundi Garuda Samvada, our mind is given the thoughts regarding the glory of the Bhagavan, isn't it? And the importance of tuning to Bhagavan with prema, with kritagnyata, with mahima jnana, with bhakti. See, this is how I am at the mind level. My mind, because of its habits, trying to run into the world. My effort is to put it towards the divine. So the vehicle is trying to slip. I am balancing it and I am driving it towards my destination. So the vehicle of mind is trying to slip into the world and worldliness. I am balancing it and I am putting it towards the divine. That conscious effort is sadhana, isn't it? As much we are able to do, so much we are successful. And again, Indriya level we may have to go to respond to the world. Respond, there's nothing wrong. Sharira level again we may have to go to do some work, karlo. But more and more jump into the mano level, try to stay there. Then slowly in our life one time should come wherein we have lifted ourselves to live at the intellect level. What is intellect's job? Luckily, to that only the all Upanishadic classes are catering to. Wherein, what is the reality? Truth, that is what is being spoken. Everything other than how they are all mithya, how they are all kalpita, how they are all unreal, how they are continuously changing. Therefore, how they should not be given a realistic value. All these intellectual thinkings are called living at the intellect level. Again, like the Sharira, Prana, Indriya, Mana, intellect also tries to, because of its habit, go into the world. What is the intellect going into the world is gathering the information regarding the world. वो इंटेलेक्ट का काम है ना. तो वो as a spiritual seeker we may not need it that much, no. Slowly we have to have the wisdom to reduce it. No need that much to know. Little information okay, but ज़्यादा भी जरूरत नहीं. But we out of our competition with others or want to prove ourselves, we want to gather all information regarding the world. अब गैदर करोगे तो स्पिरिचुअली तो काम को तो नहीं आ रहा ना. योर गोल व्हेन दिस इज स्पिरिचुअल इनर you have to be matured even in that other worldly information level. We are absolutely down. We are zero. We are failure. People, all other people are greater than me. Doesn't matter. Let them be so. You also can gain all that. But you are a spiritual seeker, no? Like if I put my efforts, I also can know everything about the cricket. क्या हो रहा है कितना हो रहा है कौन से टूर्नामेंट्स कहाँ चल रहे हैं intellectual. But has it anything to do with my spiritual goal? But others know so much. Let them know that's their goal, isn't it? I can know about the tennis, which team has won, which country has won, which field has won, what sets, how much, how it has happened. The longest thing, 5 hours, 20, 30 minutes. You can get, but that has nothing to do with your goal, isn't it? I can be aware with intellect about what are the new cinemas are releasing or serials are releasing, what are their ratings and all the budget. सब हो सकता है, but is it our goal? But others know it. Let them know our goal is spiritual. So our job is which Shastra in what way has explained the truth, isn't it? In which shloka, which aspect of the truth is being explained? Which guru has given what example, what yukti? बुद्धि हमेशा तत्व चिंतन में ही रहना है. अदर थिंग्स दे गो ऑन, है ना. द इंडियन पॉलिटिक्स, द बाहर के देश के पॉलिटिक्स, ये चलते ही रहते हैं ना. द एजिटेशंस इन यूएस, नथिंग न्यू होता रहता है वो. द रशिया यूक्रेन वार अब ये चलता रहता है ना. व्हाट कैन यू डू, है ना. द रशिया जर्मनी विल वार विल स्टार्ट इन सम टाइम. And the most surprising things that China, America come together to strike some deals. It चलता रहता है. Then the good friend to India, the US, suddenly now they support the Pakistan, they clap hands with China, try to suppress Indian economy. अरे ये दुनिया में चलता है रहता है. There is no end to that. Each one will come as a leader according to his mind. He will impose the things. That also depends on the totalities prarabdha at that time. All that is managed by the Ishvara, he knows it. Nothing happens without his notice. He's not like the Yajamana at home who is not noticing what the servants are doing or the family members are doing. He's not like the owner of the company or factory who is not aware of, fully not aware of the workers they're working. No, no. Ishvara has very perfect systematic setup. He has organized every level of officers to manage everything, to monitor everything, to observe everything. At every level, he has got the secret agents operating to know what are these 33 type of devatas, what are the dikpalakas, what are they are all doing. They are all the sakshi. They are all the ones unbiased way. They are witnessing. They report to him. He knows what to do at what time. So that way, higher thought. The whole universe is very safe in Ishvara's hands. Who need not worry where the wars are happening, where the floods are happening, the natural calamities are happening. They are endless things. It is not new, it's always. Earlier, we had no this media power or this information power to know it. It's not first time that the floods are coming in China. होता ही रहता है ना. It's not first time the accidents are happening. वो होते ही रहते हो. So, Swami, that means we are not sentimental, we are emotional. No, we are praying every day. Sarve jana sukhina bhavantu loka samasta उससे अपना काम हो गया. Then whatever the dharma in front of you, you are doing it. That is what alone expected out of us. Enough. And the no God is never a fool to push us into the worldliness at the cost of spirituality. He wants us to grow spiritually, basically. It is we who never wanted. That's why we were put by the Lord into the world. Now we became wise. Our goal is Paramatma Tattva. Therefore, he'll not mind, rather, he'll appreciate that our intellect is more and more engaged in anityatva, asatyatva of everything other than Paramatma. and then Paramatma's Nityatva, Satyatva. So, being aware. Now I am at my intellect level. Intellect is trying to be worldly. I am pulling it to the spiritual mood or the yoga. So, this mantra I am taking up, I am contemplating. Through that, I am strengthening the knowledge about the reality. See that? In this way. Again, we may have to go back to the mind level. कुछ काम है तो करो. Indriya level you may have to do it. Sharira level, do it. But quickly come to this level. Isn't it? This is how from each of the Stula Sthiti to the Sukshma Sthiti, consciously, willingly, lovingly, knowingly, joyfully, while putting the efforts, we have to lift our identity. We have to lift our way of looking at, or we have to lift our identity level or living level. मैं मेरे बुद्धि लेवल में हूँ. Isn't it? It's now clear. Most of the time, because of not knowing this, not doing this, we are only at the Sthula Sharira level. Sometimes Indriya level. Little times at the Mana level, that's emotions, that too. That Mana also was not for the divine. Then Buddhi level में कम ही रहते हैं हम. We have to come to that Buddhi level. Use that Buddhi for Paramatma. Then the last one is the Aham level. And I am. Am I the Karta Bhokta? Am I the Jiva? Or am I identifying with the Sakshi? Like yesterday we saw our Praudhanubhuti Granth mein, that Praudhanubhuta Prapta Jivan Mukta Purusha. How beautifully he was saying Asmi, 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 Praudha Prakashosmi Ham. Nirgunosmi, Nischalosmi, Nirmalosmi. So this is what our identity of ourselves. Am I the Karta and Bhokta? Then I am a samsara. Then I am Akarta, Bhokta, Sakshi, Drashta, Druk Swarupa. So remember, at the Indriya, Prana, Mana, Sharira, Buddhi level, so many projects we keep. That's why I, the individuality, is necessarily forced to come and live at that level. That's why we are not able to daringly identify ourselves with the Sakshi, with the Chaitanya, Drashta. क्योंकि इतने में फंसे हैं हम. कर्ता भोक्ता पढ़ना पड़ करना पड़ बनना पड़ रहा है हमको बार बार. So when we reduce them, then there is a time for us. है ना? There is ability in us to identify ourselves. कि न अहं कर्ता अस्मि, अहम अकर्ता अस्मि, अहम न भोक्ता अस्मि, अहम अभोक्ता अस्मि, अहम दृश्यः न अस्मि, अहम द्रष्टा अस्मि, हम साक्ष्य न अस्मि, साक्षी अस्मि. So that we have to live as much as possible. This is what is spiritual sadhana. The more we level at the drashta sakshi level, that I am drashta, I am sakshi, to great extent, the self-created samsara goes away. Don't worry about the world. Paramatma is managing it. Whatever comes in front of us, unasked, we do it. Like Arjun ko Bhagwan keh rahe. Yadruchaya cha upapannam. You never went for the war. War came to you. You do it. So we don't go for anything. Anything comes to us, we do it. We don't go. Underline that word. We will not go. We will go only towards Paramatma, that being our goal. Everywhere else we will not go ourselves. If they invite us, if our presence is inevitable, unnecessary, then we will go. In that way, when we are there, then we will be able to stabilize our identity with this Drashta Sakshi. And the Drashta Sakshi himself is Chit Swarupa. He alone is Sat Swarupa. He alone is real. He alone is the Adhisthana. All else is. If you project, it is there. If you reject, it is not there. Think about it like a friend. If you project and accept, he is there. Have useless. You reject, he is not there. Even the guru also, you can accept, yes, he is my guru. You can reject, "Kai ka guru hai, now I will start becoming myself guru." How? It's all in your mind. Whole world is just, if you say it is, it is. If you say it is important, if it is, it's important. If you say it's not, it is not. All that proves that it's in the mind only, isn't it? It's in the mind, isn't it? So to come out of the negative and to come into positive at every level, the sentiments, the ways of Shastra, the guidance of the Guru, live the value oriented life, ये सारा नेगेटिव से पॉजिटिव में आने के लिए बताना ही है. It is not the ultimate goal. Ultimate goal is to reach and identify the Vidya Adhisthana, isn't it? So think. Today's homework is trying to learn, to become aware at what level of upadhi we are living. Can we shift to the higher level? Finally, Shuddha Atma level we have to reach to. With practice, we can shift to any place required and shift back to the self level again. Isn't it? One of the examples in our Andhra, it is there. आजकल वो थोड़ा कम है. अष्टावधानी करके होते हैं. That अष्टावधानी, he is with 8 people he is dealing. 8 of them are of different fields. So he will deal with this person, then the other one, he puts some other question, he answers it, then the other one. So he is developed so much of ekagrata alertness that he can shift from one to the other. In the same way, as an Adhyatmika seeker, we should learn that ability. We should start doing it requestfully, beggingly, slowly, but come to a level of commanding. Commanding what? Anytime I am able to shift my identity to the Akarta, Abhokta, the Atmavastu. Not a lazy, lethargic Nikamma. He is also Akarta, but Bhokta. Isn't it? That freedom, for by freedom of shifting our identity to the higher level at any given moment. है ना? Like Krishna. It was a war, fully prepared for the war only. But suddenly Arjuna asked a question. He shifted his identity to a guru, Jagat Guru, and the entire Upanishadic Sahara he gave. Think about it. In that way, let it take its time. It may take 1 year, 10 years, one life, 10 lives, but we are able to command to shift our identity to Dehosmi, from Dehosmi to Aham Brahmasmi. But that requires not as easy as we said in theory in 10 minutes. It requires so many lives of practice. And which is seen in the world also in all the highly successful people. Isn't it? In any field you see, like cine field you see. That person is given a hero role in one movie. In the other role, he is given villain role, other movie. He is able to shift. That's why he is able to succeed. If you say in cricket sports, a fast bowler is bowling, he batted. Suddenly the spinner comes, he'll have to be prepared. He shifts. Understood? Suddenly he has to change himself from that to level. The doctor also. You know, general medicine. The abdomen related patient came. So he'll have to do the test there and see what food poisoning Java de diya. Suddenly the orthopedic patient comes. He'll have to shift his whole knowledge from that to this one and he becomes what's my calcium deficiency. अब ये कर दो. Or suddenly a neuro patient comes or any cardio related comes or dermo related or ophthalmologist. अब जो भी है, he'll have to shift, isn't it? In a shop also, the shopkeeper, there are 1,000 items displayed. उनमें से कोई ये चीज मांगने आता है. So immediately he'll have to shift his focus to that product, that quality, that cost, how much bargain दे सकते हैं कि नहीं कर सकते. Then third fellow, other fellow comes, he'll ask for something else. See that level of awareness. Even at home, that homemaker women, the father-in-law asks something, so she'll have to provide that tea. Or mother-in-law और कुछ पूछते हैं, she'll have to change that. Husband demands something, देवर जी को और कुछ चाहिए, और बच्चे. See how that woman is able to adjust, shift quickly. We do that every day. That abilities we have, like in driving car also. How much? If the road is clear, you go by 60, 80. Isn't it? अब single road आ गया, you brought it to the 40, 50 level. Speed breakers आ गए तो और slow कर दी, कच्चा रोड है तो और slow कर दी. You understand? Don't we do that? Dust आ गया तो you close the window and put on the AC. And the beautiful road is there with clear weather and all. Open the windows, enjoy the fresh air. You are able to shift, isn't it? We are doing it. Same way, we have to learn this in life, in spiritual life. That I am commanding myself to move or shift to the spiritual mode. ओवरनाइट नहीं होता हो. चाहने से, करने से, बहुत साल करने से होता है. Before that, our powerful worldly prakriti will pull us into the worldliness only. So that with viveka vairagya we have to reduce. And that's not my goal. My goal is Paramatma. With this remembrance also, when the value given to the world is reduced, then the prakopa of the prakriti also gets reduced. Isn't it? That's how it's always knowing, being aware, knowing what to do, and doing that. इसमें spirituality होता है. और कहीं भी कोई डरना नहीं. You should not give it up also. Sometimes we can do better, other day we may not. Never mind. Again, get up, start doing. And always try to do the best. For that, what are the things to be managed? You manage. Some things are generally to be managed, like keeping the body healthy. You can't just leave it like that. To keep the body healthy, what are the things, cares to be taken? We have to do. So to keep the mind cool, calm, वो भी एक practice होता है. There are many people who, at the cost of the mind and its peace, involve so much in the world. They win the world, but they have destroyed their mind. There are some wise spiritual people, spiritually wise. They say, "भाड़ में जाए दुनिया में, let me lose in the world, never mind. I want to win in my mind in keeping it quiet." Spiritual people win inside. They're not worried about outer defeats. Isn't it? They are all techniques we have to develop. Peace of my mind is precious to me. Then only I can do my inner sadhana. Outside, chalo koi gal nahi. So that there are all things. Every one of these knowledges are important. एक एक चीज कहीं ना कहीं हमको उपयोग होता ही है. So this is how our sadhana to be done. Some thoughts discussed. ॐ ॐ ॐ ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः. ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. ॐ नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्म विद्या संप्रदाय कर्तृभ्यो वंश ऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः. ओम निधये सर्वविद्यानां. ओम श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम्. ओम करुणावरुणालय पालय मां भवसागर दुःखविदूनहृदं रचया किल दर्शन तत्त्वविदं. हे शंकर देशिक मे शरणं भव ब्रह्मानन्दं. समस्त ब्रह्म विद्याचार्येभ्यो नमः. संकल्पः तेषां कृपया उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्य बोध सनातन धर्मस्य विश्वव्याप्ति धर्म मोक्ष पुरुषार्थाणां विश्वे प्रतिष्ठा विश्वाध्यात्मिक प्रगति धर्म संस्थापकानां निरंतर दिग्विजयः. राम मंदिरवत् समस्त मंदिराणाम् अवाप्ति तेषु शास्त्र अध्ययनादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातन धर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यंतर शत्रु शाश्वत समूल निर्मूलनम्. विश्वे वैदिक हिंदव संस्कृतेः धर्म मोक्ष पुरुषार्थ प्रतिष्ठा. अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां संकल्पित सत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयः तेषां हृदये परब्रह्म सनातन धर्म परम भक्ति द्वारा जन्म साफल्यता। तेषाम् अर्थे कृष्ण यजुर्वेदीय श्वेताश्वतर उपनिषदः आद्यशंकर भाष्य समेत अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मोक्षार्थं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। नित्यानन्दं निराधारं निखिलाधारम् अव्ययं निगमाद्यगतं नित्यं नीलकण्ठं नमाम्यहम्। 14, 15, 16 अथ चतुर्थोऽध्यायः। ॐ सूक्ष्मातिसूक्ष्मं कलिलस्य मध्ये विश्वस्य स्रष्टारमनेकरूपं विश्वस्यैकं परिवेष्टितारं ज्ञात्वा शिवं शान्तिमत्यन्तमेति। स एव काले भुवनस्य गोप्ता विश्वादिवः सर्वभूतेषु गूढः यस्मिन् युक्ता ब्रह्मर्षयो देवताश्च तमेवं ज्ञात्वा मृत्युपाशान्श्चिनत्ति। घृतात् परं मण्डमिवाति सूक्ष्मं ज्ञात्वा शिवं सर्वभूतेषु गूढं विश्वस्यैकं परिवेष्टितारं ज्ञात्वा देवम् उच्यते सर्वपाशैः। Friends, 11th mantra, that last one para is there, so essential summary of all sadhanas, what we have to do. Let us see that. Before that, chant the mantra once. Om yonim adhitishtatyekah yasminnidam sancha vichaiti sarvam tamishanam varadam devametyam vichaya imam shantim atyantameti. So, so he is the Paramatma who is the Adhishtata for every yoni by being the Satta Spurti Pradayaka. And also he is the Antah Stitva Adhishtana Rupena Yamayati, therefore Antarya. Point 1. Point 2. All what we see goes into him only. Uparamakale. Again, all comes from him only. Yasmim samcha vichaiti sa. Right? In this, what is the lesson is? He alone is permanent. Okay? All else is temporary. They all come from him, they go back to him. Therefore, in other words, all of them are him only. Yet, they seen in that form are harmful. Or he seen in that form is harmful. Let us recognize him in his essential form. सब परमात्मा के ही एक्सप्रेशन है, लेकिन उन एक्सप्रेशनों में ही बंधन है। कब तक? तब तक जब तक we have not seen Paramatma as he is. Therefore, let me see the Paramatma as it is first, then let me see everything as him only. Then, when I see everything as him, all that is play leela. It won't create samsara. That's why, having said this one, everything comes from him and goes back to him. Tam Ishanam Varadam Devam Idyam Nichaya. This is our goal. We have to recognize his presence and identify ourselves with him while dissociating, de-identifying with ourselves with all these upadhis. Then Imam Shantim Atyantamit. फर्स्ट निचाय का अर्थ क्या बताया? निश्चयेन ब्रह्म अहम अस्मि इति अपरोक्षीकृत्य. निश्चयेन, फॉर्मली, अपरोक्षीकृत्य, experiencing directly and establishing in it. In what? Brahma asmi. That is called in Upanishad as Brahman, I am that. This is what Nichaya. Then Imam Shanti Matyantam it. What is that Imam Shanti? He Nichaya Brahma Hasmita Parokshi Krutya. Shanti is being explained with a regular daily example. What is that? Sushuptyado Pratyakshi Krita Ya Sarva Uparama Lakshana Sarva Janina Shanti. That is the Shanti. Atyanta Shanti means this. Just like the sleep. What is the sleep there? Ki sushuptyado pratyakshīkrita. That which is pratyaksha anubhuta to everyone in the sushupti, the shanti. What is the shanti there? Sarva uparama lakshana. Sarva uparama lakshana. Sarva uparati means there are no conscious efforts to do something to achieve for ourselves as if we have nothing or we have to gain something. Sarva uparama lakshana, shanti. This is where the subtlety of the Upanishads we should be able to catch. What we all think is take initiative, do something, get something. Are bhai, take initiative, do something and get something is for what? For becoming peaceful, no? No, why you are going along around? Where is your nose? ऐसे घूम के ऐसे दिखाओ ना. When we have ultimately to get the peace, then why don't remain in peace? This is where is the Maya. सब मुझे करना किस लिए? शांति के लिए. अब शांति में रहो. शांति में रहने के लिए शांति में रहने का सीखना है. उसके लिए कुछ करना क्यों? This will come when we understand the truth is reality, self alone is real, everything is kalpita, and in that only is samsara, and all that was happening unnecessarily because my vasanas and projection, and they're not so important as real as we think, as others think. When all these clarities come, then we have the right to stay in that uparati sthiti without doing anything. Rather, in the experience of the self, it is so peaceful, blissful that it is overpoweringly happy. One doesn't want to disturb it. It's like the example of Nidra. When you are enjoying Nidra, anything 10,000 रुपए बाद में उधर रखो. I am enjoying no sleep. Same way, the experience of the self is so blissful that it doesn't want to break it to go into the worldliness. That's called Atyanta Shanti. So, Pratyakshīkrita Sarva Uparama Lakshana Sarvajanina. Sarva Uparama Lakshana means there the Indriya, Vyapara, Sharira, Mano, Vyapara, Buddhi, Vyapara, Ahankara, Vyapara. All of them are Uparita. Uparamita means withdrawn. Only that Shanti. And Sarvajanina means what? That which is the giver of the happiness to everyone, which is universe. This Sarvajanina is such a good word. In other text also yesterday we saw, if for everybody this is the happiness. Whoever reaches to that. In Mandukya, I think, yes, in that second mantra of the Alata Shanti Prakaranam. Asparsha Yogo Vainama Sarva Sattva Sukha Itaha. Sarva Sattva Sukha is called Sarvajanina. Same thing in Ramayana yesterday day before. This bhakti is the Sabka Sukakari. Sarva Sukakari करके the Garuda see Garudu ji ko our Kagbusundi ji was telling. So Sarva Uparama Lakshana Sarvajanina Shanti. Sa idama darshita tam prasiddham imam shanti means he is in waking plane as peaceful and blissful and withdrawn as if in the sleep. He is full of awareness. He is not in sleep. He is aware, awakeful. So he is in such his own bliss that the upad is not brought out of himself to do this or that nautanki. Not required. Uparama, sarva uparama lakshana. Sa idama darshita tam that prasiddham famous imam shanti. Again, one more adjective to that shanti along with sarva uparamata, sarva janinata. Another adjective is sarva dukkha vinirmukta. Sarva dukkha vinirmukta. Freed fully. Mukta, nirmukta, vinirmukta. Mukta means freed. Nirmukta means freed from all. Vinirmukta means freed from all once for all. Sarva dukkha vinirmukta. One point. The non-positive side. Positive side, sukha ekatana swarupam. This shanti is such shanti where there is freedom from all the dukkha and there is Continuous. Tanata means, tanoti means, permeating means continuous. But Sukha. So Sukha ekatana swarupam shanti, which in all our Upanishads, in the language of four Purusharthas, is called as Mukti. Muktim iti yavat. So Shantim Atyantam eti means Muktim eti. Muktim eti means Nitaram Sukhameti. Along with that, Sarva Dukkha Vinirmuktata. And why that Sarva Dukkha Vinirmuktata? Sarva Dukkha Vinirmuktata because Sarva Uparama Lakshana. When you are involved in the world, then only dukkhas come to us and to the world also. He is Vinirmukta from all dukkha because Sarva Uparama. Because of that, the negative aspect gone away, the inner happiness is continuously expressed. So Sarva Dukkha Vinirmukta Sukha Ekatanatha, which is called as Mukti. That is the Shanti here mentioned. So Nirantara Sukha, Leshamatra Dukkha also not there. That Anubhuti of Mukti is mentioned here in the word Shanti. So Nichaya Imam Shanti Matyantam. Right? Now, how to achieve this? One simple summary sadhana is said. So beautiful it is. We'll browse through it. How it is achieved is Guru Upadishta Tattvamasyadi Vakya Janya Sutattva Jnanena Avidya Tatkaryadi Vishwa Maya Nivrutya Atyantam Punaravruttirahitam Yatha Bhavati Sukha Shanti Mukti Tatha Iti Eka Rasah Bhavati Iti Etatu. See, the sadhanas told us in many of the bhashyas, in many of the prakarana granthas, even in many places in Upanishads, दो तीन लाइन्स में या दो तीन श्लोकों में पूरा साध्य साधना बताया जाता है. We should be aware to grasp it. Okay, let us feel the meaning of one by one sentence, word here or sentence. First is Guru Upadishta. From the Guru, we have to get the Upadesh. Before we get the Upadesha from the Guru, we have to stay with the Guru. To stay with the Guru should allow us to stay. For the Guru to allow us to stay, we have to tune to the Guru by surrendering to him and doing exactly what he says. Before that, to go to the Guru and Gurukula and stay in the ashram to study Tattvamasi, we have to get out of this samsara in which we are lost. And that's done only through Viveka Vairagya, not because of failures, frustrations, or the police is chasing. Income tax is chasing, so I left and went to Haridwar. नहीं. विवेक वैराग्य से जगत से निष्क्रिमित होकर जो गुरु के यहाँ जाते हुए गुरु को प्रसन्न करके गुरु ने कहा तो यहाँ रह सकता है. Then we did seva to Guru. He is happy, now he is ready to teach. That time we listen from him. Nowhere there is any demand. Everywhere there is deservability, and that the Guru says, if we deserve, he will give us. किसी को 2 महीने में ही he'll give तत्वमसि, किसी को 20 साल वो रखेंगे. Don't question at all. In spirituality याद रखो, question नहीं करना और infinite patient रखना, patience. Question is regarding the result, regarding so many other ways of teaching, training. You cannot know what you want, you ask. You want truth, reality. Now the treatment will be done by him. Question nahi karna. Then infinite patience. That alone keeps us stay there. The questionable persons, questioning people, and those who don't have the patience, those are restless. They just can't stay with the Guru. You have infinite patience, some of you. No question. That is why you and I are blessed every day with Upanishad Jnana. How much we are receiving and all, again, that depends on our other higher qualification. But itna to kismat ho raha hai na. If you lose that patience and if you have lost that faith and started questioning, then you could never stay. with these classes continuously. Those had no patience for various reasons कि the text खत्म नहीं हो रहा है करके, everybody can use their intellect in one way or the other, है कि नहीं? They can question, they can lose the patience, so they go. I request everyone to go, but go to a better place. Don't go away from spirituality. So the other day somebody said, "Okay, we listening to those classes. Good, listen. कहीं भी वेदांत तत्व सुनो. Who told you here only you have to listen? If you like it, you come. Somewhere else you don't go. How does it matter? And when it doesn't matter to you to come to my class, why should it matter to me? I do my job. But go to the spiritual classes only. So that relentlessness in that patience continuously. Then non-questioning faith when they are there. With that, we are with Guru. Then what Guru is teaching? Guru Upadeshta Tattvamasyadi Vakya. Adi means like that, wherever the Vakyas which tell us that we are not this Upadhi Yukta Jiva, but we are Nirupadhika Brahma. Tattvamasi Mahavakyas Saram says, you are that Brahman, you are not this Jiva with Upadhis. है ना? You are Nirupadhika Brahman, you are not Sopadhika Jiva. It's somewhat like this. Simple example, don't get carried away. It is said again and again, you are not a frustrating husband, you are a liberated man. You are not a frustrating son, you are a liberated man. You are not a frustrated father, you are a liberated man. They are all upadhis. है ना? You are not upadhi yukta. Same way as we saw in our common sense thought today, you are not the born, dying, diseased, becoming old individual with the body tadatmya. No, you are deha sakshi, isn't it? Deha adhisthana. So too, you are not a craving person with the sense organs for this or that thing for which you are ready to do every nonsense. No, no, no. You are a sakshi. For the indriyas, indriya, kriya, karya, kalapa. In the same way to the mana also. So तत्वमसि महावाक्य ये कहता है त्वम एतत् न असि. You are not mental identified with the mind. You are not intellectual identified with the buddhi. You are not the ego identified with the kartrutva bhoktrutva. Tvam etad na asi. Tvam tad asi. You are that. So tattvamasi, Guru Upadishta tattvamasi adi vakya janya. By analyzing the vakyas for long, long time, it should produce or create janya. What? It would create tattva jnana. Siddhanta spashtata in the tattva about the tattva jnana, then also the meditation contemplation. Try to identify with that. Just like we say many times, with this fellow is frustrating. No more I am friend to him. He is not my friend. Don't we slowly with the practice reject that friend in us with regard to that fellow? So many relations, no, his company में frustration हो रहा है, boss is not convenient or always scolding. So slowly you build up the thought, one day, one fine morning, you resign. So till that day, from last 4 years, every day you are bound to go to that office and you are answerable, questionable. एक बार resign कर दी तो you won't even look at that office. करते हैं कि नहीं? In the same way, with every of the upadhis, we resign. We always say, I am that, I am that. That's called as tattva jnanena. With the tattva jnana, what should happen? Avidya tat karyadi and vishwa maya nivritya. Avidya tatkarya means avidya kama karma within us. Vishwa maya means the Vishwa itself is maya. The presence of every Rupanama with all their modifications, in which there may be beauty or there may be ugliness, all of that is the Maya Kalpana on the Parabrahma Tattva. Maya Kalpita Desha Kala Kalana Vaichitya Chitri Krutam. Vaichitra माया कल्पित देश काल कलना वैचित्र्य चित्रीकृतं मायावीव विजृंभयत्यपि महा योगी वयस्वेच्छया. In the Dakshinamurti Stotram it comes. So from Guru, how many things we have to learn? One, the Tattvamasi Mahavakya. With that, we have to have the Tattva Jnana. In the light of the Tattva Jnana, we should understand the avidya tatkarya are unnecessary. Also understand that the entire outer Vishwa is nothing but Maya. So, Tattva Jnanena avidya tatkaryad Vishwa Maya nivritya, then Atyantam Punaravritti Rahitam. The extreme and never given up or never going away, Sukha and Shanti, Yatha Bhavati, as it comes to us. Tatha, at that level, Ekarasa Bhavati. Here Ekarasa means he becomes one with that Brahman. That is the meaning of Shanti Matyanta Meti. Please understand it more clearly. Otherwise, you will feel that Shanti is like Nidra Shanti, because the Nidra example is given. Or you will feel like that Shanti when everybody at home have gone to their respective works and offices, schools, then the women find Shanti. Not that type of gross Shantis it is. It's the Shanti where I realized my identity with the Brahman. Therefore, from within me, avidya tatkarya Shanti have gone away. And this Brahman alone is everything. I realized it. Therefore, the Maya, which is expressing the Vishwa, that also is devalued. Therefore, Maya Kruta and Vishwa Kruta Shanti. Then the Avidya Kruta Upadi and Upadi Kruta Shanti. Permanently gone away. That's called as Shanti. That's the meaning of Atyanta. That Atyanta word, to explain that Atyanta Shanti, the entire sadhana, our Shankara Bhagavan explained that Guru Upadishta, Tattvamasyadi, Vakya Janya, Tattva Jnana, Sutattva Jnanena, Avidya, Tatkaryadi, Vishwa Maya Nivritya, Atyantam Punaravati Rahitam, Yatha Bhavati, Tatha iti Ekarasaha Bhavati Tyetato. With this process, this is reached. That reached is such that you never come back again to the old drama of samsara. That is called Antamatitya Atyantiki Shanti. Okay, once more it's worthy of remembering. While remembering it, we'll enter into the next 12th mantra tomorrow. Thank you. Om 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 Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Paramarshibhyo Parabrahmane Shrutimatre Namaha Tatsat Brahmarpanamastu. Very good. Come to study Gita one slok.